Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Love you guys. Glad you're here today. It's working in a new Trashy journal day. I'm excited. I've got several of these kind of pieced together that aren't full, you know, they haven't started yet kind of thing. But yeah, this one I have 3 signatures put in of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages each. So that's 15 pages, but you know, by the time this thing gets done, it's going to be so chunky with all the layers that get put on top of all of this. So I'm going to do a little bit of that today, working on that today. I'm going to undo the whole thing though. I'm going to take apart things. But before I do that, I decided I think, because I thought I was going to extend the pages, right? I was going to pull these out so that it would fit this. But I think I'm just going to cut an inch off, right? Because that thing's sticking out. But if I cut off just an inch, I think it'll be good. So I'm going to disassemble. And I just tied them together with some, whatever these things are. I don't even know. Just some, looks like an old shoelace, I think. And some basting stuff. So I just kind of did that a while back just to kind of put together what it might look like. So this is a signature. This is a signature that I need to let go here. What's happening? There we go. Total crappy junk. I mean, just, yeah, really fun. Really fun. So yeah, this is my third one. Is that third one of the year? Is that right? I think this is the third one of this year, which is fun for me. And I've been doing other kinds of things, but I just always want to come back to having this available, having this to work on, because it doesn't take a lot of time. And if I have a lot of time, holy cow, it's a lot of fun. So yes, I'm taking off just an inch. And who knows, I can use this on something. Anyway, so I have been kind of busy the last month or so. We went to Oregon and I brought things to work on, and I discovered oil painting, and yeah, that can be used for something. You know it can. So I think that'll be a little bit better. Okay, so I'm not going to work on that cover first. But that's, I mean, how thick is this? This is 3.5 inches. So yay, I can put all kinds of stuff in here. It's going to be fat and juicy and lovely. So anyway, I'm going to start just gluing. I brought out things that I've had a while, and I'm just going to start laying down some backdrops of things. I'm just going to do some covering of some of this blank space, and I brought out my Liquitex. Oh, if I can get it open. Mercy sakes, sometimes this thing. Yeah, I got a little bit left in here. I think I'm gonna, where's a paintbrush? Where's the one I like for gluing? This one works. Yeah, I've got my Fabri-Tac too, but I think I'll just use Liquitex. This is a matte gel. I don't know, it's just my husband, he bought me, I told him I need some more matte gel because this one's running out, and I was doing some collage on large, oh, I need something behind here too. Doing some collage on some large canvases. They were old pictures that I covered up. And there's reasons for that too. But anyway, so he bought me 2 of them, and one of them, I think I showed how it exploded, totally exploded in the mail. That was a while ago. Let me get it a little more wet, just so it spreads a little better. Anyway, so I have got a lot of matte gel medium. He bought me bigger containers too. Oh, there's color in this. Oh wow, that's kind of fun. So that'll also strengthen this. Not that it's cardboard though, so it doesn't really need it, but some of the other thinner pages, this will definitely strengthen it. That's fun. So what else? I want to tell you about my trip a little bit. I want to show you a few pictures. One of the things that I wanted to do on my trip was, and I talked about this, go down to the river and do some plein air painting. And I did that, and I will put a picture of that here. And I just made just a little painting, a 3x3 when I was down by the river. There just happened to be this fisherman down there, and I was able to capture him too. And we just kind of kept, you know, we didn't say anything to one another, but he was doing his fishing and I was trying to find a place to paint. And so it was just kind of funny. We kept running into each other. So I got him, I pictured him in I put him in my painting too. Just a little painting, very small watercolor. Took my watercolor travel kit. Oh man, I love that thing. I did, yeah, whoops, got a little too crazy right there. That's all right. Trashy journal, doesn't matter. So only thing with this matte medium, it does make it get a little wrinkled, but that's all right. And we just tear it off gently in kind of a messy way. Might as well finish this napkin off and see what else I can add to this. So that was fun, just doing a little bit of painting along the river. It was so relaxing. It was such a beautiful, beautiful time. And this container is getting low. I think I need to add a little water just to get some of this other stuff down here. Lovely, 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 lovely. All right, what else? Got some plain old blue. Let's go ahead and grab that. I don't know why I grabbed the blue. I've got a lot of tissue paper. This is just gonna go piecemeal on here because it's ripping funny. So this will be a fun background to whatever becomes of the garbage that gets on top of this in the future. Oh, what else about my trip? So I did some of that. I've been watching a lot of Portrait Artist of the Year, the Sky Arts Portrait Artist of the Year, and so I decided, oh, I'm going to do my own self-portrait. So I tried that, and I'll show you a picture of that here. I used tracing. I had some, we bought some shoes, and so inside the shoes is all this, you know, filler. So I used that as tracing paper, and I just took a picture of myself and traced it on, or put it on my iPad big enough so that I could really see it. And then I just traced trace it onto my paper because I tried to do it freehand and it was bad. It was really bad. So things I need to work on. But anyway, yay, that's fun. So I gotta let this dry. Let's see. The thing about that, you gotta I'm looking. My places I don't have space. Okay, move that. Move that. Okay, so you dry over there. Anyway, so yeah, Sky Art Portrait of the Year is binge watching a bunch of those. And yeah, tried my own attempt at that. Not awesome, but still fun. And I also treated myself to some new art supplies. I bought an easel. I did. So fun. I've been talking about having an easel. And the funny thing is I have it home. And sorry for the ripping and talking. It's probably hard to hear. I brought it home and Jubilee's been playing with it more than I have using an easel. She kind of took it over. I brought it in the house or brought it in my craft room. She was like, Grandma, I want to paint. And it's like, okay. And then she's, what's this? I said, it's an easel. And she's like, I want to try. I want to paint. I want to try. So she's been doing a lot of painting with the easel. It's been great. It's been fun. I'll show you a picture of her painting here. We've been having a lot of fun. And so yeah, some of the other things that I found this really cute art store in the place we have our timeshare. Oh my goodness, such a nice place. Just this, it's the only art store in the area, so she's kind of got a market on it. Otherwise, you got to buy everything on Amazon or go to Walmart. But she was super helpful. She helped me buy the certain things for oil paints that I was looking for, and that's where I bought my easel. Happy to support that small business. And she does classes there, and her husband does music, and they do music classes and art classes. It's just the coolest thing. And if I lived in that town, I'd be so part of that community. Definitely. And I know I've got that in this community too, in Laramie. I just haven't plugged myself into it yet. But yeah, there's definitely art classes I could take here in town. And maybe I will someday. I don't know. I'm going to cut that later. But yeah, that's just a lot of background. That's kind of fun, isn't it? That's going to be cool. I could see adding some color to that too. Not yet. Let that dry. No, let me start my self-portrait. Okay, don't judge, don't judge. It's my self-portrait. So what I did was I did the tracing really dark and just kind of traced that, and then I went over it with watercolor and some pens, and basically it was just a simple self-portrait, and I put, do I look peaceful? And I kind of do, and it's a good start. I have to give my credit for at least starting. It's traced from a photo on my iPad, simple lines with watercolor at Eagle Crest. So yeah, I kind of like that. So, and my little oil painting, I'll show you that real quick. Oops. It's my very first oil painting, and it took a couple days to dry. So I showed that on a previous video, but I added a few lines. That was kind of fun, and I really like how vibrant it is. And I'm sticking it on my wall with some of this gummy goo. This gooey. I need to get some more, because I don't like putting holes in my walls, because I have plaster walls, and it's permanent. So I'm gonna put this back. So that was an interesting little exercise anyway, learning my oils. What else did I do? Ooh, this is really messy. I think I need to reinforce this. Let me get my, I've got some tape out here. Didn't I put some tape out here? Got some tape. This is really rough and rugged. I like it. But I'll do some gluing on the inside, but I can do some tape on the outside. And this is not going to come off very well because this is wax paper. In theory, I thought this was going to be the thing that works best, but it didn't. It works okay, but as you can see, it's ripping off. I mean, the wax paper is coming right with it, so. So I do have to glue it, which is fine. Fine, fine, fine. Where's my glue sticks? Here we go. And this is a butcher paper. Put that there. And I think I will just keep it going across like that, even though it's over. I'll add some stuff there, and I'll add some here. What else? Oh, we went to Goodwill. There's a Goodwill in this store, in this town we like to visit. That is the nicest Goodwill. Oh my goodness. There was so many, it's just clean, and their selection is really good. However, I don't know if you guys have noticed, Goodwill's prices have gone up, and I think I understand the reason why. It's because they are really trying to up the quality of their store. And so, wow, that's just like empty. I think I need to open a new one. Wow. They're really trying to boost the quality of their customer service and the cleanliness of their stores, because there was, I mean, a shirt was like $9.99, and I was like, that is a little steep. But I mean, it was a name brand shirt. Thought, okay, I think I can live with this, because I don't like shopping, but it's such a variety that they have there. Anyway, so I get there, and I get what I'm gonna get, and you know, I spent about $100. But we also like to go hit up the Ross that's there as well. So we're doing that, and at Ross, and the prices are cheaper. My husband saw some, what did he see? There was something that he compared prices to at Goodwill and then at Ross, and he found that the prices at Ross were a little bit cheaper, but there was less of a selection, and there was only like 2 employees in the entire store. And I noticed that too. It was just like, holy cow, there is just nobody to open the dressing room. They had to call somebody, and it's like there's nobody in the back anymore. That's all closed off. So it's just like, it's kind of weird, because the gal that checked us out, she's like stressed because she's doing the re-racking, and she's putting out inventory, and she's marking things up, and we get to the register, and there's 8 people in line, and she's the only one there. There's no one else to call. And it's like, she's like, you can tell she's stressed. And I asked her, I said, were you here when it was good? Were you in retail when it was good? And she said, yes. And this is really difficult. And I'm like, you need to go work at Goodwill, because they have a whole lot better way of doing things. I need to go get another bottle of matte medium. Hold on. Is that enough? And I've got two of them. This is the one that exploded. Hope I can even open it. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know if I can. See, how do you open it once it's been glued? Man. This might be a while. I'll be back. I'll be right back. Okay, he is gone. My husband, I gave it to him. I can't open it. It's like glued shut. So I'm just gonna wing it with this for the moment. Anyway, back to my story. I just thought that was an interesting commentary. The commercial place, you know, the franchise, if you will, that was worse off than Goodwill. That's supposed to be a non-profit. So I'm just like, how non-profit is this place anyway? But I tell you, it's such a clean Goodwill. Clean, well staffed, friendly. The only problem is, you know, they had, because of all the, it's in Oregon. So some of the craziness in Oregon, there's a code to the bathroom now. You can't just go and use the bathroom if you need to. You have to get a code. You have to get permission. So that makes me upset, because it's just a small portion of people that ruin it for everybody else. So don't like that. But anyway, if I'm going to go shopping, I like shopping there. I don't like shopping generally. Partly because I've gained weight with my recovery from chronic fatigue. Why did I gain weight? I don't know. But nevertheless, here I am. And there's a plan in place for me to get back working out, but it's just going to take some time. But I did find some nice things. Did you get it? Okay, great. Thanks. Thank you. Wow. Okay, close the door if you would. Thank you. Look at this. It was glued shut. I think you had to get a pliers. Oh, wow. Look at that. Bleh. That's a lot. But look at, oh, definitely. Peel this off. Ooh, that's kind of satisfying. Yeah, I'll play with the lid more later. Definitely satisfying. Pulling that glue off. Ooh. Get a bigger scissors here. So yeah, that was my Goodwill. That was my Goodwill adventure. But it was just so weird how different the two stores were. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I like that. And even having this left over on the top is going to be fine with me. All right, so making progress, making progress. What am I looking at? I don't even know how much time because I had to pause. Let's do, I love envelopes. Aren't they fun? What else can I put on envelopes? I've got this Tiva I need to use up. Let's just open it up. Is that enough? I like watching, who's it? Paint by Les. And she, every now and then, she'll do an envelope revamp. And they're always so much fun. She slaps paint on there and collage on there and her interesting little doodads. I'm going to leave the window open. What else about my trip shall I share? Get a little water in this. This is really thick. Oh, I brought my sewing kit. Didn't sew at all. But that's all right. That is all right. Where'd my scissors go? There we go. But I did find some more things for my sewing kit, my little sewing kit. So I'll add that. More needles, and what else did I find? Some more embroidery floss. Oh, I was going to use the lid. Ooh, forgot. And one thing that I'm really proud of myself for is when we were at our timeshare in Central Oregon, they have this place called Smith Rock. And I did the whole thing. My daughter and her husband came to stay with us at our timeshare for a little while, for a couple days, and that was one of the things we wanted to do. I wanted to try it because for me that is a huge victory. I am strong, I am confident, and I am at peace, and that is a huge victory for me to be able to do this 3-hour hike. And on the way up, I held the pace because I was the slowest. But on the way down, on the way back, my son-in-law kept the pace, and I kept up with him. And he is an avid hiker. He just loves the family. Every year, they do a major hike every year. And so, pretty proud of myself that I kept up with him. And I was just... Anyway, it was a big deal. It was a really big deal. When you're recovering from some chronic illness like I have been for the last several years, it is enormously encouraging to see yourself coming from a place that you have very little energy, very little... Okay, I have to stop and admire this. This is a lot of fun. I like it. To be able to do something like that is enormous. And I am going to take every single bit of my courageousness and be happy because I did it. So proud of myself. This is so fun. Let's add this. I've been hanging on to this for a long time. Me and my black and white stripes. I love black and white stripes. But I think it's time to move on and use it. I've been holding it and holding it and holding it. It's time to use it, use it, use it. What do you have that you like to hang on to that you need to use? Oh, it's just too pretty. I don't want to put it in this. No, use it. Why are you holding it on? Holding on to it. Yeah, anyway, that hike was so fun just because, partly because I got to share it with my daughter and her husband. That was so nice to have them with us for a few days. Because, yeah, they're just wonderful people that I like a lot. And it's just sweet. My daughter is a counselor. I love that. So we have good conversations because a lot of my recovery is based on limbic system brain retraining. And they do a little bit of that at her place where she works. And we have some good talks about how your brain is just kind of more in charge than you think, and you are what you think, and it's kind of amazing. It's just kind of amazing. And I don't have enough for this side, so let's do something different. That gonna fit? Kinda. Let's do it. Okay. I like this. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. And it's fun just getting in and doing something that's creative. Since we've been back from our trip, it's just been really kind of busy and chaotic. We've had some illness, you know, and we had water heater went out. Oh, this is, ooh, I didn't realize it. Oh, hello. I've got a layer here. Okay. Excellent. I can work with this. I didn't realize I had a layer. I thought I had this ripped apart. Okay. So, all right. Okay. What a mess. I'm in a mess. Okay. It's going to be lumpy and bumpy. That's okay. Lumpy and bumpy. Should I just fold it over and put it on the other side? Why not? Why not? Ooh, sticky icky everywhere. Okay. All right, I'm gonna call it good. These all need to dry. And pick this up a little bit. And I'm gonna dig this out off camera because there's like this line. Oh, oh, oh. That's exciting. I'm making a mess. Oh boy. Okay, you guys, I need to be done. So I think I got you caught up on my life, whether you wanted to know that or not. So, but I wanted to show you a little bit about my trip. I haven't talked about it since I've been back. So anyway, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. And I hope you guys are having a great day. And what have I did? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? So I got this, that, and I'll have to rip that all off. This envelope, this. Oh, aren't these pretty? Look at that. I like it. They still need to dry quite a bit. How beautiful is that? So fun. Excellent. I'm going to keep working, but I'm going to let you guys go move on to do your creating, whatever that looks like for you, finding your intrinsic values. Hey, I can get that word in the dictionary if people start using it a lot. So if you have a YouTube channel and you use my word, spread it around so I can get it in the dictionary. All right, guys, I love you. Take care. And as always, God bless. Bye-bye.